Hello, welcome to FX Pesting. I'm at the rat farm today. I'm just since the sun is out still, so I figure I would do a little bit of zeroing, and then later on when the sun goes down, I'll shoot some rats. But anyway, I've been thinking about my impact, how the accuracy of that I have inconsistent from last video that I did at 30 yards. So I just shot the JSB 25.4 grain, and basically 50 yards it was just hole and hole, so it's holding the zero pretty good. What I've been thinking was, I'm just looking at my impact now. This is what I made to mount my tripod, and what I noticed was, you see there's a gap in here. So because this is not as solid as you would with the Sable Tactical, I believe. So if you can see, there's a bit of a movement, of a flex of the barrel. So at this position, this is pushing the rail upwards, and the bottle is making contact, or almost making contact, to my my barrel itself. So I think this is one of the reasons why it's causing me a lot of inconsistency, because last time I was shooting off the bag, and as I press pressure from shooting, leaning onto my gun, that was actually making contact, and as I move in between shots, there's a variance. So I think that's why a lot of my point of impact are shifting up or left or right, whatever. But I think this is the culprit. I guess I would have to get a Sable Tactical rail or something solid. That way it will be mounted to the trigger as one piece unit instead of this design of mine. I mean, mind you, it works. I just have to be careful that I don't press down or set it up that way. You see the gap? So when I push the barrel up, it's moving. So this little deviation is gonna create a lot of inconsistency in my shot group. So at least that's what I think is the problem. I'm going to do a little bit more shooting. I'm going to shoot the NSA slug and the H&N for a little bit at 50 yards and see if I can control the experiment and control the movement, to see whether or not I can group them. So stay tuned. So I just did 3 group shots, 5 shots each, with the NSA 23 grain and the H&N 23 grain as well at 50 yards. So what I did different this time was I make sure I didn't lean too much on the gun, and also I'm shooting off the bag, and then I'm resting it right here instead of over here. That way I don't put pressure, so the gap is stay consistent. There's a bit of a gap, so at least I try to control the experiment. And what I found was at 50 yards I'm about half-inch group, so I think it's not too bad. I mean, at least it's holding. So obviously I have to do a little bit more extensive tests, do a few more groups on another day when I have time, and just do like repeating and see if I can get the group consistent with all my shots. So, but anyway, it's nice to be out to do a quick zero of my impact. So right now I'm just gonna wait for the sun to go down and hopefully get some rats. So stay tuned. $66 stalling. 50, 66. I'm gonna hold on. God ham. 66 with the JSB Redesign. Starting 65. That's clipping. Just missed it a lot. Good afternoon. Welcome to Air Rifle Pestings. Started late today, but anyway, I'm back at the Farm Z and just setting it up. And earlier when I just pulled in, there was a starting at 40 yards on that silo up there, the first silo. So I shot it with my impact using the 25.4 grain JSB. So I shot it and it flew, well, hit it, it flew and it crashed landing right there. Unfortunately, I don't have the body to show you because the cat just came and took it. So that was cool. I filmed it a little bit with my phone as I was walking back. I was just setting up a target downrange at about 60 yards right now. So I'm just checking my zero with my JSB Redesign. So far it's holding zero quite well. It's a bit windy, so I have to hold a mil dot of windage for 1 mil dot. So I'm going to continue on shooting 60 and then down to 100 yards and see what kind of grouping I get. So meanwhile, if starlings are here, then I'm going to get a shot at them. So stay tuned. $70. Come on. $91. Got him. 100 yards rock with the H&N 23 grain. 100 yards rock. 90.